Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Something new to do, I am going to start reviewing Magi. Yes, this is going to be a Magi, or Magi, chapter 184 review. I'm going to start reviewing them on a week-to-week basis. But before I start getting into this chapter, E3. I know it's a surprise that I'm talking about video games, but E3. Now, I couldn't find the Sony one because obviously they didn't do it yet. It's going on as we speak. But from what I saw, Joe 10 was all in excitement, and Dan Master was stating in a post that it looks to me that Sony stomped the shit out of Xbox One. Now, I haven't decided this yet, but rather, it's probably going to happen next year. I might get rather Xbox One or PS4. Yeah, because Xbox One showed like 3 titles that interest me. But those were the only titles that interest me, were those 3. And I'm going to get into that later on tomorrow night, with a live stream where I'm bringing a bunch of people. We're going to talk about E3 a little bit and other stuff as well. So yeah, well, let's get into this review. First ever review of Magi. Maggie. I call it Maggie, Magi. Maggie. We'll call it Maggie. Chapter 184. This one was called Titus and Marga. This one, oh man, I almost cried. Yeah, I almost cried. This was pretty intense towards the end because Titus is basically, we have this scene with the finalists. They're fighting the black Dejin, who were summoned by Dumbledore. Magaset, I think his name is. And one of the finalists is saying, why isn't Titus here? Why can't we use his power? If he only came here, we've had limited power to be able to defeat this guy. And we got a scene with the Dark Dejins that are coming in, these monsters that Magaset created, trying to get into there, and they blocked it with a barrier and stuff. And there's one female finalist saying, that with the last it was the last shard of power from Lady Sheraz. Can't say that woman's name. Sherazade, Lady Sherazade. She gave her last bit of power to Titus, and this female finalist is saying, I forgot her name. I think Sherazade was saying her name. Yeah, Muron. And Lady Sherazade is basically telling her it's not his fault, that because he has a short life. You get the gist. He has a short life, and that's the reason why he's unable to choose what he wants to protect the most. And you're saying that, Muron, you have your family and brethren, I have the Reem Empire, Magomet has his magicians, and she's basically telling her that within a course of the span of life, you get the reason to fight. Yeah, that was what Shirazade was saying. You discover this during the span of your life. However, his life is as short as in the blink of an eye. During that short time, he finally found the people he holds dear. His wish cannot be realized anymore, but I hope he will be able to find an answer in the short time he has left. And this was sad. This was fucking sad. Because, you really think about this week with the chapters. We've had 2 deaths in 2 chapters. We've had a death in Fairy Tail, supposedly, and we've had a death in Kenichi. So now we're going to have another one? I'm like, no. It's a shame because, Gray, I guess you could consider that. But Tanaka was in Kenichi. And now we have Titus. Like, come on, man. Not Titus. So, he's basically, he's despairing, and he's saying that, Um, and he's like saying that people around me are risking their lives, their country, their family, compared to them. I'm just a pathetic guy. I'm the one who's afraid of dying. What scares me even more than death is that everything will end with me being unable to do anything, who are kind to me. And he starts talking about it, saying that, but if I use the last part of my in one go, it will be the end. So I can't help everyone out there. To help Aladdin, the Chancellor, Reem's fleet, the children of the 5th level authorization district, who suffer just like you. And then Marga is just like saying, she's like, let's go together. And this was sad. I almost cried at this scene. I was like, oh my god. You know, it was really touching and unbelievable how, you know, this little girl, was coming up and saying, let's go together. I'll lend you my strength. And I was like, damn, that's like crazy. And she says, and she just basically telling him that he's not pathetic, that that the fact that you hold everyone dear means you love all the people you met after coming here is amazing. And she begins to say that, you know, you're not like the other adults in the 5th district. You're not cold to me or any and like that. You're not harsh to me. You treat me with kindness and gratitude and all that other stuff. And she says, you know, it wasn't just happy that you brought me outside with you. When I'm with you, the world around me begins to sparkle. And I was like, oh man. And she goes on saying, saying that, you know, everything with the food I eat on the ground, nights we sleep together and everything. And saying, and he says, Marga, I don't want you to die. Says, I'm fine, don't worry. Besides, if you live after giving up on the things you want to do, and the world around you doesn't sparkle, it's the same thing as being dead. And this was sad. I was very close to crying, people. Almost crying when she said this. She says, if you don't give up, even if it's short, it'll be a fantastic life. And I'm like, so sad. So sad. It's like, you know, Titus, man, come on. I don't want to see him die. So after that pep talk, they head out and say, oh, let's go to the place you can do what you really want to do. And it says it's funny because Titus has only been alive for about a year. So if he uses all his power, he'll be dead. So you're much older than... He's basically saying that she's much older than he is. Margaret's much older than him. And then that's when we go down... And then we see everyone fighting and things are turning to a sinister shape. We see Aladdin and Alibaba fighting and everyone else. And we see Margus get... saying, destroy the goys, just kill them all, kill all of them. And he's asking, Titus shows up, yes, did you come here to kill me? And he says, no. And then we see him about to fight him, and it says, Titus, his last battle begins. Now, yeah, I got sad in this chapter, man. Damn. Like, seriously. I gotta keep up the slack here because Justin's not reviewing right now, so I gotta start doing Maggie. Because people have been asking me about this, me reviewing Maggie. I said I was going to when it came back from its month hiatus, and it did. I didn't review last week's chapter, so I figured I'd review this week's. And I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 only because of that scene. You know. Oh. And apparently I just got an email, a message from somebody that the E3 PlayStation thing is live right now. So after this video, I'm probably going to go check that out. But yeah, this chapter, man, it was just so goddamn sad. I was like, yo, oh, Titus, no, not Titus. Oh, man, I don't want Titus to die. But it was really sad. No, word for word. Really sad. Unbelievable. Most likely, yeah, probably what's going to happen is Titus is going to use the last power of Shuri's. I can't say these names. Gee, so hard to say. Last of her power, Titus is going to use, and he's going to go up against Mogaset, Dumbledore, and he's going to die. Yeah, it's really sad. Hey, Tanaka? Oh, Gray's probably going to come back. But Tanaka? Man. Now, Titus? No! 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 I don't want them to die. They're good characters. No! And it was really sad. So, yeah, people. Great chapter. 4 out of 5. No questions asked. After this, like I said, I'm going to check out the E3 conference for Sony. And then, I'm going to do Data Live. So this is going to be uploaded around the same time. Upload 2 videos. This and Data Live. So, yeah. Great chapter of Magi. Oh, man. Titus, man. Titus! I don't want to see him die. So probably what is going to happen, he's going to fight Mogaset, die, and he'll go through the way of the Rukai. It's that thing. Same thing with what's his face? Alibaba's friend. Same way. So yeah. It's kind of sad to see him go, though. I mean, it's like that one line from Marga. I was like, oh man, short life, but it can't be fantastic. I was like, oh, I was so sad. I was like, yo, manly tears. So yeah, sad to see him go. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. Bankai 922. Like I said, after 3, do Data Live, watch it and review it. So yeah. So Bankai 922, I will see you guys later. Titus, man. Why do they gotta kill off people like this? Why does he have to die? I don't want Titus to die, man. It's sad. See ya.